streaming to service contractors around the world. You're listening to the No Magic Shit Podcast with Jamie Schmidt. There's no magic in business. Stop falling for the unicorns and fairy dust. On this channel, Jamie will interview and discuss real business tactics to grow your service business. Here's your host, Jamie Schmidt.
What is up? What is up, everybody? Your boy Jamie Schmidt here. Have an exciting night, exciting hour for you guys, man. We got my boy here, Paul from Power Wash Kings. He's an awesome dude.
Thank you.
Awesome company, man, and he's always willing to help people, and his journey is pretty awesome. So we're gonna talk to Paul a little bit, man. First of all, Paul, you can tell people may not know you because you're not on social media a lot out there. So why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm up here in Connecticut, and I have a house washing business. For the last 16 years, we solely focused on house washing and commercial washing, and now we're adding in some more services. I bumped into Jamie down in Myrtle Beach, I think 2018, right?
Yeah, 2018.
And I tell Jamie all the time that was the first time I got off the island and realized I wasn't alone in this industry. And then Jamie introduced me to some amazing people, and some of them are in this circle right now. And some of them now I contact on. I got on my phone for contacts, and it's because of Jamie. So I appreciate that.
No, man, we're just trying to connect each other together, and that's what it's about. It's about meeting new people and making new friends in this industry and helping each other. I mean, that's the cool part about it.
Yeah.
We're
the old folks in this industry. We've been through the grind, and I think what we're trying to do here is add value to everybody's business. So when you have a competitor come in, they understand the price, but also we can collapse time and they can grow their business a lot faster. They don't have to go through the grind like you and I did.
Yep, absolutely. And that's why, man, that's why I try to, because I've had a lot of failures and stuff, so that's why I try to help guys, and I see them, when I see them going down maybe, some roads that may not be good, and try to help them out. And that's why this No Magic Shit podcast started. I mean, the No Magic Shit podcast is really about, it's not about because there are some real gurus in the industry. Like, you want to call them gurus, you can, whatever. But there's some real awesome coaches in the industry, right? Brandon Vaughn, Josh Latimer, Patrick Clark. There's so many great ones. I can't name them all. There's some awesome ones, right?
Yeah.
It's more about the guys that lurk on Facebook and social media, right? That want to sell these guys, get rich overnight stuff.
Right.
The fake bullshit, which we know it's just not there. I wish it was. I wish I could just be like, boom, all right, there you go. I'm done.
Right. So
it's not that easy.
That's a really good point, because we were just talking about that before we got on live. Right now, I've been in business so long, and I'm waiting to really blow up, but I want to put the systems in place, and I want to be profitable. And there's some guys that hit $1 million in 5 years.
Yep.
But if you look at their bottom line, because revenue is for sanity. I mean, revenue is for revenue is for arrogance or whatever, and profit is for sanity, right? So revenue is just a brag. So, and you and I have been in the business so long, we can hit those 1.6 million, whatever, but we know at a cost, and I don't want to go around bragging I hit 1.6 million and get rich quick scheme when I have bills to pay, and I don't want to be in debt and then have to pay that debt off for the next 5 years.
Yeah. And hey, there's some amazing young guys in this industry that came in. One of them you can see right here on the bottom of the screen. He's one of our speakers in Orlando, Wesley. Wesley's doing amazing things, man. He's a young dude that's doing amazing things.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And there's guys that have been around for a while, man, that, if I just look back and say, hey, if I had, if I took things as serious as Wesley did when I started, dude, like right now, like, man, where the hell would I be at? I didn't take this as serious. I didn't take this serious when I was young.
Jamie, I don't know how you started. I started out of Ford Escape.
Yeah.
I had my baby seats in the back, and I was imagine pulling out your fucking power washer and your hoses, and your customer's like, what the hell did I just hire here? And I don't know how I grew it from out of the back of a Ford Escape, you know, but it did. I didn't take it serious. I was making an extra $300. And then one day I came home and my wife was working. She was dead beat. And she looked at my check. I said, can you make a deposit? And she says, how long did it take you to make that? And I said, like 3 hours. And she says, I'm quitting my job. She called up her boss and quit her job and started working for my company.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't take. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I gotta find a picture. I gotta find an old picture, man. The trailer I used to have back in the day, man. It was like basically it was like a pickup truck back. You know how they make the trailers out of them?
Yeah.
Like a banner with a banner.
Oh my God.
Post that said like roof wash.
What is that? Like the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it is, man. So it's like I get it, man. Like everybody starts somewhere. So and hey, I don't knock these guys, man. They go out and they buy, you know, Home Depot pressure washers or look, they can get the job done, man. But you know, there comes a time when you want to, in your company, you want to just be more efficient, you want to grow, and you start looking at things different. What I'll find it, Greg. What I want to say, like, so this is actually a conversation I'm having right now, and I have a little group, Goya. It's a Goya crew, man. It's a little group we got pushing guys, but so an owner operator, right, dude? Owner operator in this industry can make an awesome living, man.
Yes.
They really can. Okay.
300. Yes.
Yeah, they can make an awesome living. Here's what I want to say. Like when you enter this industry as an owner operator, you really want to think deep about your future, like because you know if you start as an owner operator and you start doing things, you know, as far as like pricing and things a certain way, because you're an owner operator and it's easy to do it that way. When you get to a point when if you want to bring employees in and start growing, you're going to have an issue because now you can't just go overnight and change all this and unravel all this into a sustainable company. Like It's hard. It's really hard. So I think everybody should start learning, like knowing your numbers and stuff like that. Even if you're an owner operator, man, you should still like have budget sheets and know your numbers and know your profit and know these things. That way, when you do grow and you do hire employees, you will be in a little bit easier place than trying to, triple your prices overnight. It's not easy to do that.
So I'm writing up my I'm going to go down and speak at your event down in Orlando, which I suggest everybody pay whatever money it costs to get down there because it's worth every penny. I mean, Tommy Mello, Patrick Clark, AC Lockery, those three alone. I mean, Dan Platt. I mean, Gary. They're all amazing people. They'll give their shirt off the back. But I was writing this down and I was thinking about it. Like, so everybody says systemize, write systems down, right? But there's a link missing in that. And I had a deep dive and a deep thought into it. And I realized before you have systems, you have to have standards. And before you have standards, you have to have, I can't think of the word right now. I don't know what. You have to have your, what is it called? When you have like an anticipation, not an anticipation. I forget the word. But you have your way of looking at things. But the problem when you have your way of looking at things, you set it expectations. So you have to have expectations. But the problem with expectations is if I'm looking at a 9 on the ground from my angle, my customer, and my employees are looking at a 6 from the other angle, and we can sit there and set that expectation as a 9, but they're seeing a 6. So expectations are great. Once you have an expectations, you take those expectations and you start creating a standard. And once you get that standard, you start writing down your standard. Now you can systemize it. So I think when everyone says systemize, I think there's philosophically, there's something missing to just systemizing, throwing a system out there. So like for an example, for a standard for me, and I learned this from Patrick Clark, and I take this all the time. Friends knock, strangers ring a doorbell. So we knock on a door when we go to a customer's house. And then we have all kinds of systems in place that came off of my expectations and now my team's expectations, because now I don't even do hiring anymore because I set up all these systems and I have my budget in place. My team hires because they have to work with the people. Because I'll hire, Jamie, you'll hire anybody.
Yep, absolutely, man. And that's
because you're the owner, right? And and then what happens? Nobody wants to talk to them. They don't want to work there anymore. The guy's a rotten apple. And you're like, no, he's producing, throw him out. Right? So these having an expectation is fantastic, but what do we do with our expectations is really important. So I'm going to really deep dive into that down at PWMCA down in Orlando, and I want to really get into that because I really want to really push that forward because I think it's really important.
It is really important, and it's funny you said that, man. 'Cause we had Patrick Clark on a PWMCA member meeting the other night, and it was about employees. And during that meeting, I told Pat, like, hey, I'm stepping away from that role this year. Like, I'm hands off of employees. And Pat told me, basically he's the same way because he had the same situation I had. Is he said his problem was having the hard conversations, right? So that's kind of where I'm at. The guys, if guys are messing up, right? But it's for me, it's tough for me to have those hard conversations with them, right? So now I'm stepping away from that role. Like, I can't control now. Like, if you mess up and you have consequences you got to pay. I'm out of that equation, man. I have nothing to do with it anymore.
Right.
So I think it'd be good. And systems, like you said, systems. Everybody gets scared of systems, right?
Yeah.
Systems. So right now, like this year, we're implementing a. I don't have it right here, but a checklist for the jobs.
Yeah.
For the technicians have to initial the checklist of all these steps that were done, right? That's a procedure, but that's a system. It's something that we're going to follow, and that's going to help us a lot. And that's going to help quality control. I mean, I know Chad's talking about quality control right here. That's going to help us with quality control because, if they're checking off and all these checklists, the things that had to be done, should be less mistakes and more accountability also. So.
Well, it's a good KPI to follow because now so you don't have to fire anyone; they're firing themselves.
Yeah.
So if we have KPIs, like we have AWOs, we call them additional work orders, right?
Yep.
So people. So you don't have to do an AWO in my company, but we know who to keep when it starts slowing down, right? There's certain things like you don't have to ask for a 5-star Google review. You don't have to. All right. You don't have to do 5 rounds. That's fine. You do your 3 jobs a day. You punch in, you punch out. That's fantastic. But the guys that do it, make way more money because they get 10% of an AWO, right? They get 5% of a 5 round. So when they do that, now we know, now it's measurable. So now we're not guessing, well, I like this guy. He's doing really well. No, well, we're measuring. So you see the checklist. Someone doesn't do the checklist. Okay. He doesn't do the checklist. He's producing, but at the end of the year, when you need to keep people and get rid of people, you're like, listen, man, all year long, you didn't do your checklist, dude.
Yep.
This guy did. KPI, baby.
Yep. Makes sense, man. It's all about people, man. I mean, dude, I think I went down to Pat Clark's sales boost, man, back in, it was a lot smaller when I went back in 2017. It was a lot smaller than it is now, right? But even, man, like, I still remember, like, Pat, saying it's about people. Yep. People, man. It's about people. You need to put the right people in place. And that's just leads.
But how do you know? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Leads, leads and generating leads and all that stuff. I mean, that's all. It's the people, man. It's having the right people too. And we're focused on that this year a lot more.
When you have the checklist involved and when you have like measurable. So what we do now is we do a bonus plan. And then if someone comes in late, they get $10 off. Every single day they come in late, they get $10 off their bonus. And then they get $10 off their not in proper uniform. And the list goes down. And then all of a sudden they're questioning us at the end of the month, where's my bonus? And I said, well, I don't say it, but my team is like, well, here it is. You're late. So we don't have to tell people they're late anymore unless they're like really, really late. We don't even reprimand it. It's just looked right over. People come in 5-10 minutes late. Fantastic. Right. But they'll pay. So these are systems that are in place that are measurable, so we know whether someone is doing the job right or not.
I'm trying to find a card. That's what I've been trying to do here. Here it is.
You're fine.
So do you know? Have you checked out this hourly HQ? Hourly IQ?
Yes, that's Brandon.
Yes, that's Brandon. Have you checked it out?
I have.
Yeah, we're thinking about. So we've been looking at this. That's a really good system, man. For bonuses and stuff for your guys and engagement.
So Pat gave me, actually I had Pat come to my shop.
I remember.
And he actually had, he has a system in place that my team loves, and I'm not even touching it. I'm all I do is I just check it off at the end of the month, double check it, and that's it, because I don't want to, if my team's, everything's working and it's efficient, then and we have a lot of vendors that we use right now. We have so many vendors, I can't even tell you. I mean, from Collaborate to Sotelas to Click Call Sell.
I know, man. It's
Responsibid, Jobber, it's just, the list goes on and on. So
it does.
It's crazy,
team, man. You said the perfect word, team, man. Like you have an awesome team.
I do.
This guy right down here under me. I guess he's right here in the video. JC, man. JC, man. That dude's got an awesome team.
Well, he's an awesome person. He's very likable. You know what he did as Sales Boost? He took his sign, like he has, it's all colorful, and he popped it right in front of Patrick Clark's freaking shop. He left it there the whole weekend.
Did he?
Yeah. I told Pat Clark I'd take competitor signs. But I would do it. I would do a prisoner of war swap. So if you were in my neighborhood, I would tell you I'm taking your signs, you could take my signs, and once a month I take you out to lunch and I do a prisoner of war swap. I give you your signs back, you give me my signs. It would be fucking fun. Make it fun. We're all in competition, right? We pop our signs right where they put their signs, and then my competition takes my sign out, puts their sign right there. I think it's fun. Yeah,
I had a company here taking my signs, man. It's a bigger company, but it was sold. Had a really good relationship with the old owner. Mm-hmm. It got sold to another owner that's kind of doesn't know anything about the industry, just buys businesses. And one of my employees had a friend that was working for that company and sent me a picture one day of my signs in their shop. They're like, hey, they're having us take your signs. I said, oh, okay.
but it has to be fun. It can't be a jerk about it.
No, this wasn't fun. This wasn't fun. This was this.
Yeah, no, it has to be fun. The only company that I take their signs and it's not fun, because I have a commercial piece of property right by Walmart in Cromwell. Yep. I have 1,000 cars, and I had a competition about one company 3 or 4 times put their signs on my property. Like, we're gone for the weekend.
Yeah. And
now you just poked the bear, dude. Like, I'm not playing that game. But everybody else, I'll admit it. I'm like, listen, I'll take your signs, you take my signs. Let's have fun with it. Pop your sign, put your sign right. Because what's a sign? You know what I'm saying? We got to have fun with them. We know they're probably not supposed to be in half the places we put them anyway.
No, absolutely, you're right.
Yeah. So, but it's not something I do because it's competitive. It's something I do because it's just fun. It is. It's funny. Like, if I'm telling you, if I was in, I would admit right away, Jamie, I'm taking your signs.
Take my damn signs.
But you better when you take my sign, you better put your sign right there, because I'll be disappointed. That's what you tell you guys. You take Power Washing King signs.
Take the signs. Everybody watching this, man. They're going looking for your signs.
I know. Hey, let's do a prisoner of war exchange, right? You tell me you're taking it. Let's go out to dinner. Let's shoot this shit for a couple hours, right?
You got Bruce Martin right there.
Oh yeah, Bruce. I don't know how far he is away from me. He probably knows the Power Washing Kings, maybe.
Yeah, he does. He knows Power Washing Kings. He said, yeah, he knows them. Yeah.
What's his business name?
He's a good dude. Oh my God, you put me in the spot, man. Hold on.
That's okay. He can write it.
Yeah, he can write it. He's been around a long time, man. He's an old school dude.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. It's oh my God.
Not Mr. T's.
No.
Not Northeast.
No. Connecticut. I think Connecticut Power Washing.
Oh yeah, Connecticut Power. He's put a lot of signs around. I don't see his signs around.
Well, he just commented Connecticut Power Washing. Yep. See, I was right. Yeah. Well, he's gonna go look for yours now.
Yeah, we got to tell him he's got to call him. We got to do a prisoner exchange. We got to do Connecticut Power Washing. So yeah, Bruce, if you see my signs, take them, but call me. I'll get them back. I'll take you out to lunch. That's how you get to know the industry,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I say Bruce is a good dude, man. He's a really good dude.
I gotta hit him up when I'm off this. I gotta look him up.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
That's cool. But yeah, that's what we do. Like, that's what we do, man, with the systems and everything. And that's what I want to talk about in Florida. But I think more importantly, Jamie, is I really want to know. He eats a lot. That's nice. I want to know, like, what motivated you, because I know when you get into something like this and you have an association, that it costs you a lot of time and energy and money. Yep. And what motivated you to get into this?
Well, I mean, I started, when I had my other company, with my partners that failed, and I rebranded my company in 2017, I started getting more serious about things. I wanted to help. I've seen a lot of guys make mistakes and wanted to help them. And I was, as a board of director for another association. And at the end of the day, we just didn't see eye to eye, and divisions on we had different visions. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So I decided to, I want to still do the trainings. I even did events without having the association. I mean, the association was, in 2019, the association was started, but I was doing events before that, did them in Mount Laurel a big one in Mount Laurel we did. But the association, man, I just think, for my whole thing is like to build a place where guys can truly help each other and be a brotherhood. And, I mean, I can honestly say, like at our event in Orlando, man, is there's some awesome events out there, man. The huge convention, the PWNA, IWCA. There's like all these events there's some awesome events out there.
Right.
I can say our event just has a feel. I mean, it has a
without a doubt.
Chris Martinez, he hit it perfectly in head. I couldn't really hit it, but he did a video last year after the expo, man. He was just blown away and said, like, he's been to a lot of events, and he said, like, this event it just felt like a family reunion. And he hit it right there when he said that. Because I never, was trying to figure out what differentiates us. Like, why is our event so awesome? Like, why do people leave? When our events are over, like, everybody's happy and it's upbeat and, and buzz. And that's what it is, man. We don't care about clicks. Like, we don't care about egos. Look, dude, everybody that goes to an event, like, if you're new and you haven't been in business long, like, don't be shy. Like, oh, I don't want to go talk to Paul because he's got it. He's doing over $1 million a year. I don't want to go talk to Bobby Walker. I don't want to talk to Tommy Mello because he's doing $150+ million a year, right? Dude, you guys will notice that at these events, like, that's not what they're about, man. They're just there with us. They're part of us. They're all contractors like us, business owners I say like us because they all have different businesses, but they will share like unbelievable knowledge with you. Like, they'll sit down with you and have a beer, man, and
absolutely
talk to you just like they don't look at you and say, hey, you're below me. You only have one truck. I got 20. I don't want to talk to you. It's not like that, man.
No.
It's like, I think people, if you've never been to an event, you need to go to an event just to experience that, man. To experience like just the networking. For me, the networking is the goal.
Especially this event. You have so many speakers here.
Yeah.
And I know Bobby Walker. I bumped into Bobby Walker so many times. I saw him at the Huge. And he's just so honest and sincere.
Yep.
And he just he's an open book of his life, his mistakes, everything. It's wonderful. It's so refreshing to talk to him. You talk to Sean Baker. Sean Baker's the same way. He's just like, he'll just tell you, what he just helps you out and he cares. So, and Patrick Clark's the same way. People think because Patrick Clark's so successful, he's not approachable. Or AC Lockery, they're all so approachable.
Yep, and you can't even see all of our speakers here because it's kind of I can't show it.
Yeah, there's you can see
it's blocked. There's a whole bunch.
Yeah. You got to take me off. You can't see me. You got to see the speakers.
There's a whole bunch of speakers there, but I can tell you, like, for me, it's hard. Like, so when I go to the event, like, the networking for me is awesome. Like, that's where I get to talk to a lot of people and get a lot of nuggets. I don't have the opportunity like at my event to really listen and enjoy the classes. I'm listening to them, but I can't really take the information in because I'm running 100 miles an hour. I got 100 million things going on at once. Last year in July, AC Lockyer invited the PWMCA out to his shop, and he did a small event.
Oh wow,
dude! This is the book right here. I got like all my notes in here. Like, I didn't like that's the first event I've been to in a while where I didn't have I sat in classroom for 2 days straight and just was able to like just listen and listen to AC speak, listen to Santiago speak. Santiago is one of our speakers, man. He's amazing. Listen to AC CEO and listen to the gentleman from the Seal. I forgot his name.
Oh my God, Ask the Seal. I know you. I met him before.
Yeah, awesome dude. He was there. Eric was there. I know you know Eric. You know Eric from Super Tech University was there. Dude, I was like, dude, like this was really awesome. And that, that's why these guys really should look, I get it. I hear guys say, hey, speakers only speaking for 45 minutes or an hour. They can't teach me everything. Well, no, I mean, they can't. Obviously, nobody can teach you everything in 1 day or 2 days. But if you take the stuff that they give you, like, they're going to give you some nuggets, man, to go home with that you're going to be able to, like, implement some things to change your company.
They have giveaways. Like I know Pat gives away knowledge. Like I have a giveaway. If people come listen to me, and I gave you that 1 year. I gave you my
employee handbook.
Employee handbook. Yep. And we just revamped it. We're just working on it now. And anybody who comes, I have a QR code. You get my employee handbook.
Yep. And that's valuable stuff, man. That'll cost you thousands to have one.
Thousands. It costs us $4,000 or $5,000 over years and years. It costs us $2,000 or $3,000 just to develop it with an attorney and an HR person. Yep. But of course, you have to revamp it to your state. You just can't. You got to change the name too. I'm not changing
Power Wash Kings.
You got to actually, it's trademarked, so you can't. And Others Wash We Clean is trademarked, so you can't even use it.
Absolutely, Alfonso. I will see you there, man. That's another event I love, man.
I never went down there.
Yeah, Jay Rachenstein's put on an event. I'm speaking there in February. Dude, that is I
want to go. What date?
February. You put me on the spot.
That's okay. I always do that.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you. But I can tell you right now, and I've told Doug this, man. Like, I've spoke there. This will be, I think, my third or fourth time speaking there for him. Dude, every time I go there and speak, it's just like the best experience. Like, I don't know what it is. It's the people, and I met a lot of good people there, man. Jack McGuire, man. Like,
Jack's great.
Zach Fisher. I made a lot of good friends from there. But like the people that go there to his classes, man, like they ask questions. Like they ask me a lot of questions, which I'm like, yes, because these guys, like, they want to learn some stuff. They're paying attention. So yeah, that is February 7th, 8th, and 9th. So
February. Yep.
You go to jracenstein.com, and then you just go to and if you go to the events page, they have that coming up. They have another one in March. Dude, there's another thing you got to come to. You have to come to in I got to get the exact dates because I wasn't prepared, but they're having at Ever Abrams Place. Dude, it's a big thing. I think it's in July.
Where's that?
At his farm. It's out in Chemung. It's going to be, dude. It's going to be out in his farm. A pig roast. It's going to be friggin'.
Oh, you got to send me the link on that.
I will. It's friggin'. It's going to be awesome.
That's right up my alley, right there. Pig roast. My wife, she's Puerto Rican, so pig roast, she'll love that shit.
Yeah, no, it's really, really cool. Yeah, so you want to get to that too.
You know what I'm sorry. You know what I think too is I think that everybody who like someone who's newer in the industry or someone who never been to an event like this or going to an event, they think all these speakers are getting paid a lot of money to be there. We're volunteering our time, our energy, our knowledge. I'm having my team and me write up a 45-minute because I can't speak I can speak like this for 45 minutes when I'm on a point, and you know how hard it is to speak in front of people.
Oh yeah.
Like this is easy because this is like me sitting in the living room shooting the shit with you. I have my beer, and we're just shooting the shit. But when you have like 300 people or 150 people in front of you and you're going out there and then you got to look at the screen, the first thing you're thinking is, what the fuck was I supposed to say? Because you have to read the screen because you forgot.
I know it's like, there's some awesome stuff. We got some awesome stuff coming up doing this in the industry, man. Dude, you're welcome, James. James is an awesome dude. He came to a boot camp I held at my shop. I met him, dude. He's an awesome guy. He's going to be in Orlando. There's just so many great people that you can meet in this industry, and it's unbelievable.
It is the power washing industry and the contracting industry, like window washing, has some really grassroots, down the soul people because of the fact that we started off, like you said, in a trailer in the back. We scratched our way up the mountain, and we're so thankful because I didn't want to work indoors. Oh, that's okay. That's all right. That's nice. That is Farm Fest.
Yep, July 21st and 22nd, man. It's It's at Edward Abrams' place, the Wizard of Wood. Dude, it's you can see they got some speakers, they got vendors. It's not the only vendors is you got L&H, you got Tucker, you got Deco, PWNA, PWMCA, NRA, F9. But it's dude, it's going to be. If you've never been to Edward Abrams' place, man, it's awesome. He did Woodfest there. It was so freaking cool. This is going to be really, really cool. So
that's all. That's right up my alley, right there, man. Yep. A nice little pig roast and shooting the shit,
hanging out, man. Everybody just like learning and having a good time. That's what it's about.
Yeah, but that's why I feel like this industry is the way it is, and people are so giving, and we want to see the younger generation do well. Is because we understand. Like, I went to school to be a teacher. And I'm literally 9 credits away from graduation. And I call my wife and I tell her, we were just engaged at the time. I said, I can't take the paint to cinder blocks. I can't. I will never be able to do this for 20 years. She's like, quit. And then I went to be a realtor and I couldn't do that because I was in front of the computer. And then I found washing and it's 2 hours, 3 hours in and you're out and you get a check. I'm like, that fits my personality. Perfect. I fucking found it. It gives me chills now. And to this day, I love washing. If you have me out there, I'm not supposed to be out there washing anymore. It's like a present now for me to go out there. I have to get my accountabilities done. So when I go out there washing or I'm going to watch someone, I grab the gun and I do the whole thing because I love it. And to find it and to be in an industry and in a job that you love and provided so much for my family. And I didn't have to be in an office or be on a computer. Now I am. Because it's funny.
Yeah. Now you are.
Now I am, but I still have that freedom of walking in and out of the office. I just tell my team where I'm going. I got to just make a little schedule. But to have that is just so amazing. It's so blessed, and we're so blessed. That's why everybody here wants to give back because everybody realizes, like we're washing a freaking house. Who would have thought I would wash a house?
Yeah,
and make a living off it. And be here talking to everyone and everybody's listening to me and meeting you and then meeting all like Patrick Clark and all these like Bobby Walker. I just can't, the list goes on and on how blessed we are to be here and to be in this industry, and I just can't. I tell my wife all the time, it's like pinch me, because like I'm making money. I mean, we just got back from 2-week trip to Puerto Rico, my family.
Nice. Yeah, I did see that. I seen that.
Yeah, my wife likes to post. I know I'm going to start posting maybe a little more. I do some lives. I'm going to do some lives for I'm going to get more guys got to go down to your event, man. They got to check out your events.
Dude, the event's going to be, guys got to get to the event, man. There's going to be a lot of knowledge there, man. A lot of people willing to share knowledge.
Get off your island. I tell people, get off your island. That's the biggest mistake I made for the first probably 12 years I was in business. I was on an island, thought I knew everything. Didn't even know things like this existed because I didn't go online. I didn't check it out. My wife got me off the island. And now I tell everybody.
So I know I brought this up to you a little bit before we went live. But dude, people got to understand. Like, I'm going to talk specifically about the PWMC event in Orlando. I know all the events are awesome, but I'm going to talk specifically about this one because I know this one because I'm obviously behind the scenes. So I built it. Right. We had, a while ago, we had some guys that were attacking the event because it was in their neighborhood, right? And they said that, we're coming to their neighborhood to build $99 guys to destroy their market.
No freaking way.
I can tell you that this event specifically is designed to do just the opposite. I want to take the $99 guy. I want to say, hey, I want you to come to this event, dude. I want you to open your eyes up and open your mindset. That's the biggest thing. I want you to open up your mindset to be like, damn, I can do a lot better. Right? That's what we want to do. Dude, I train guys in my backyard. I have some competitors that, dude, are like, they're pissed at me because like, dude, you're training these guys like to clean roofs properly, to do pavers. Like, dude, I want them to do it right. Like, I want them to be successful. I don't want them to go out there and fail. Like a lot of mentalities of not every competitor, but some competitors have the mentality they want their competitors to fail because they think it's going to be better for them, right?
Zero sum.
It's really doesn't make sense to me because my whole theory in my mindset is, hey, if Paul opens up my market and Paul doesn't know how to clean a roof and he goes and destroys a couple roofs, it's going to make my job harder to try to sell roofs in that damn development now.
Right.
Even though I can say, hey, I do it the best. They're going to be like, nah, we'll keep those black streaks.
Right.
Right.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah. It's I want to build it. I want to see everybody, man. I want to be everybody making great money. Everybody doing awesome work. I mean, there's no reason. There's so much stuff to watch, dude. There's so much stuff to watch. It's like,
Jamie, and I'll tell you what, those $99 guys are going to start way before you started your program, and they're gonna start no matter what. And that's why, like, when I go down there and I'm talking about setting the standard, I'm talking about driving value into your wash. If you have a standard for the customer and the customer knows exactly what they're going to get and what's going to happen, you have a standard for your employees, everything runs smoother, and the customers see that. They see the streamlinedness of it, and they're willing to pay. Most customers want to pay for the experience, right? Like we can go to like a little carnival around the corner, and that's fine. That's a local experience. Or we can go to Disney, and Disney can be. I'm sorry, I got to get this. No, I'm kidding.
like, hey, what's up?
It's Jeremy Brooks.
Is it?
I'm gonna brag. I'm gonna flex.
Is that who it is for real?
Yeah, for reals.
Right. He doesn't know we're on live. He should have known.
I don't know. I should tell him. I'm not gonna text him right now. Should I text him? Tell him we're on live with Jamie?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. He goes, you're a hunk.
I'll give you my opinion, Bruce, on this, because I'll give you my opinion on this, and everybody has a different opinion, and that's what's awesome, because it doesn't matter which way you do it, whatever way you do it, it's the right way, right? As long as it's safe and works. So my personal opinion is I will run. My guys will run 2 machines if they're doing concrete and stuff in the house. We won't run. Matter of fact, we hired an employee last year that worked for another power washing company. And of course, when you hire an employee that worked for another power washing company, they think that everything they were doing was the correct way, right? So, but he wanted to change our process for house washing, where he wanted to have one guy soaping and one guy rinsing. And I'm like, look, dude, we're already getting a premium price for my house washes. We're selling packages and bundles. And I'm like, I don't need to speed up that process. I need to slow it down a little bit, matter of fact. I don't need to
just had a meeting with my team. They're doing jobs in an hour and a half. I go, we're not getting return customers. We're not getting the neighbors. The neighbors see us in and out. I want to speak to Bruce right now. And I sold my box trucks. My team did not. I love my box trucks. Great marketing. My team hated them. They hated getting in and out of them. They were inconvenienced. I'm going to 2,500s, and the gas price and insurance on box trucks are through the roof. Oh, Sean, what's up?
No, wait. What's up, Sean? What Sean Baker is it? So wait, you may not know this. We have 2 Sean Bakers in the PWMCA.
Oh,
so it gets really confusing. Yeah. So what Sean Baker is this? Raise your hand and let us know which one you are. We have 2 Sean Bakers.
That's funny. I did not know that. Yes, I don't know if that's Sean Baker right now.
The original.
Sean Baker's down in Florida.
So this is the original.
Is this the OG?
Which one's the original?
Ask him, do you wear glass? Are you down in Florida, Sean Baker?
Is this the Sean Baker that's in that picture right below the commercial on Power Wash Kings? What's up, Todd? Todd's another awesome dude, man. Chris, what else? Chris, man, I see Chris is doing some good things, man, over there, man. He's in solar panel cleaning. Chris does a lot of solar panel cleaning. Yeah,
we need a class on that. I would love to, learn how to solar panel clean. Chris, we need knowledge on that, definitely.
Yeah, man. So you can go check them out, man.
I will. I'm gonna, but I don't want to do it right now. But to get back to the $99 guys, they're gonna pop up, and no matter what we do, but PWMCA is not about that, and none of these things are about that. They're about helping guys drive value to make sure that they're making the most amount of money. See, we take a lot of liability and a lot of responsibility. We go out and wash a house. We have to think about it. We're washing sometimes $1 million house, right? We got maybe $60,000 in equipment. We have people's lives on the line. So we really have to think about like how much responsibility we're taking. We can't do a house for $99. There's just no way.
Yep. No, I agree. And look, dude, I did it. I lived it. Not $99, but
No, never did that.
The cheap. I did the cheap. You know, my past company did the cheap. You know, volume stuff. My guys were doing 5-6 jobs a day. And dude, at the end of the day, I mean, I ended that partnership because were we making a lot of money? Yeah, we were making a lot of money. Dude, it was so stressful, bro. Like,
yes.
I can't even tell you, man. And the customers that we were attracting, they wanted everything for free. They would complain, they could cry, and they would bitch about everything.
Absolutely. Drags you down, man. It's like a garden. So the thing is you didn't, when you had your old business, it was a weed garden. You had no flowers in it. You couldn't enjoy it. So that's what I tell people. I tell my team all the time, we're constantly weeding our garden. That's getting rid of freaking people that are like try to set the standard for you, right? We get rid of those people, and we might pull a flower once in a while, but I don't want any weeds in my garden.
Yep, and dude, and the other problem, man, we were getting with that business model, we were attracting like the worst houses, man. The houses, they were just like jacked up.
What about employees? What type of employees were you attracting?
Well, I will say that I had we had same thing. We had problems with employees, but I will say I did have one rock star. Unfortunately, he wound up stealing in the end, so we had to let him go. But
he was stealing the whole time. He wasn't in the end.
No.
Someone stealing in the end.
So yeah, but see how I noticed he was stealing was he was. Dude, this guy was averaging $1,500 a week paycheck. They're getting paid commission, right?
Yeah.
And if his check was like $1,300, he'd be crying, right? Then 1 week his check's like $700, and he didn't cry. So I'm like, maybe he had an off week. The next week his check's like $700. He didn't cry. I'm like, no, something is 100% not right. But dude, yeah, we had the trucks lettered, man. We had all the trucks lettered with the prices and everything. Dude, look, we had a little S10.
Wow.
See that little S10?
Wow, that's crazy.
That little S10.
Yeah.
One guy generated $1,500 a day in an S10.
Yeah.
With a pressure washer and a downstream injector.
That's what I do. I literally run a Tacoma.
Yeah.
I run a Tacoma because that's why I got rid of the box trucks. The box trucks were just a dog and pony show. It was kind of like a flex. I wanted to do it, but the teams didn't like it, so I got rid of them.
Yeah. So I'm kind of, I bought Pat's truck, the flatbed.
Okay.
We just bought that for good karma, I think, man. I don't know. I drove all the way to Pat Clark's place, and that needed a transmission, right? Bought it and towed it all the way back here to put a transmission in. But I could have bought,
right?
But it was just like, I don't know, dude. This is good karma, right?
It's like buying a celebrity's house.
Yeah. So
industry, Pat's a celebrity.
But I will say, dude, that the Isuzu, the NPRs are a pain in the ass to drive.
They float all over the highway.
We're having problems. I mean, DOT, bro, is like, you got to deal with the DOT stuff. So yeah, I want to.
They actually break down. They actually break. They need a lot of maintenance, man. I can't believe. And then I can't imagine when those tires go. Those fucking tires are massive.
So, dude, I'll tell you what. What's cool about the tires is, I mean, they don't charge you. So I got a flat tire on the highway like 5 months ago. We got a flat tire. Call up the tire place. They come out. They have to come change it there. Like, they got to come, it's a big truck that comes.
Yeah.
But they don't charge you. They charge you it was like $30 difference. They charge you but it's like part of their, yeah. But those tires they're about $350, $375 for a tire.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not crazy. No.
But I was just like, I was looking at the gas. I'm looking at how much area they take up in the driveway and how often we scratch the sides of them. Jeremy Brooks, Paul Gianni was the best employee. I was not. I got fired from every job I ever freaking did. I'm going to take a picture of that right there.
You want to take a picture of that?
Yeah, I got to flip the phone around. Not that Paul Gianni. I want to take a picture. Oh, is it down? I want to take a picture of that. Paul Gianni was the best.
No, it's up. It's up. I just put it up.
Wait, did you? Okay, let me see.
You don't see it?
No, I got it on slow-mo. I got it on the wrong setting. I'm fucking old. These things. There you go. That's awesome. So, but I got fired from every job I was at. That literally, I got a little check mark in high school that says does not play well with others. So You know, I always had to do a job on my own because when it came to rules and regulations, I wanted to set them all the time. So thank you, Jeremy, for the compliment, but I probably was a really bad employee.
So that's a good group, man. Like that, you know, you guys want to learn solar cleaning, man. You go to solar panel cleaning, friends. You go check that out. You guys don't know about it, you know. That's what's awesome, man. I mean, there's things out there like if you want to learn your craft. I mean, look. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, to me, the pressure washing Facebook groups, there's 1,000 of them now, right? But so the whole thing to me, man, is like there's only like. We all pretty much know how to wash, right? Nothing really changes. Technology changes here and there a little bit, but I'd rather spend my time like learning about marketing or financing stuff. So I belong to groups too. I belong to like SEO groups, or I belong to like marketing groups. Like I'm trying to get out of my zone and be like because like I think guys spend too much time, man, like searching for answers, like where they're not going to get them. Like they're searching for answers in places where they're not going to get the answers they're looking for, man. Look, I throw this shit up all the time when I do my meetings, man. I do some meetings with members and stuff like that. I'll put this up here for you guys. This has nothing to do with me, or it's just a site that I use, so I don't get paid. I'm not giving you guys a link. You know, that's another thing, man. I don't. I can honestly tell you, Paul, like I don't have any. I get nothing. Like I don't ask vendors for anything. Like I don't get things. I don't have affiliate links, dude. I'm lying. I have an affiliate link for Responsibid. I don't ever give it out. People ask me about Responsibid. I'm like, yeah, dude, I would definitely check out Responsibid. I'd never throw my link at them. I don't know.
Right, you forget, yeah.
But this right here, Unity.com, dude. If you go there, right? If you go onto this website. And you want to learn about something, you know, you want to learn about, you know, for example, I'm on their website right now. And
Unity, you said?
Yeah, UDEMY. And I'm going to type in.
Okay, you type it in. I'll just take a picture of it.
I'm going to type in Instagram marketing, right? Well, you can't see that part, but dude, you will see like they'll have classes for $20, right? That have 74 lectures, 5.5 hours, and have like this one has a 4.7 rating with like 10,000 students.
And there's no way they're making money in it. They're just doing it.
So these are courses that they probably made their money in the past on. You know, they made, and now it's just like it's all about volume. But dude, there's some stuff. If you want to learn some stuff, there's some information out there you can learn from. But you know, Facebook groups, man, they're awesome to come in there and. No, I'm not. I'm in a cut-in, Sean. It's not a closet. It's a. You can't see it. It's a.
Oh, you got it. What do you got? A 1940 home? 19. That little.
No.
No. Oh, that's you don't see arches like that. Is that in newer homes a lot?
Yeah, no, it's just nowhere. It's just it's like a I don't even know what you call it, dude. It's just like it's not a closet. It's just a friggin'. I don't even know what it is.
You should say, I'm in the closet.
It's just where I put my home office at to do podcast.
That's cool.
So,
excuse me. No, but when we're talking about driving value, there's a lot of sites out there and a lot of groups that you want to be mindful of what you're joining, and like you're not going to get the level of speakers at those groups if they ever started something that you got. Like I can't explain to some people that, and I know there's a lot of people listening right now that understand that, but the newer people listening, the speakers that you have here are next level. They're next freaking level. They're all the industry leaders. If they're not the industry leaders in washing, they're the industry leaders in their industry.
Okay, it's crazy, man. We
You did an amazing job. This is amazing. When I see the lineup here, it's crazy. Like you got to get down to Florida. I'm not getting paid. But I'm going down. Whether I'm speaking or not, I'm going down to Florida. When I see this lineup, I want to hear Tommy Mello speak.
Dude, Tommy Mello is gold, man.
Yeah, he is.
I watched Tommy speak yesterday. You know, Tommy did his thing yesterday, his Facebook Live he does. And, man, Tommy is just so smart, man. And Tommy wants to truly share, like, so much. I remember I did a video with him live talking about some employees last year. Mm-hmm. And Dude, it was like Tommy could have went on forever. Like he just, you know.
He tells you how he recruits. I mean, his recruiting is amazing. He'll sit there. He won't give a rock star card out. He'll take a picture, a selfie of someone who's awesome, and then he'll send a selfie later on. And he says, you know, if you ever want to come down, he's just a beast in recruiting. He recruits himself still at his level.
Yeah, so he's doing some amazing stuff, man. Yeah, he really is.
Next level. It's like stuff that is like in Connecticut, Larry Janeski is someone like in Contractors Nation, someone like Tommy Mello. Just massive.
I've heard of that before. I've heard of that.
Yeah, so he's massive. And that's the way Tommy Mello is.
He was doing during his video yesterday, man, he was like he brought out all these big stacks of papers and envelopes, papers. He said, I was up to 3:00 in the morning last night. I didn't have a notebook near me. So dude, he was just writing notes on everything, like at 3:00 in the morning. Like he just showed us, man, like envelopes and papers. He just like he's got so much, man. He's got so many ideas.
Yeah.
But you know what the difference is, man? I have a lot of ideas too. A lot. I mean,
right.
Tommy implements them, man, like no other. That's what I will say about Tommy.
And there's something about Tommy that is it's kind of like an athlete of like the super athlete of businesses. Tommy Mello's like like a Michael Jordan of companies, of businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just like, you know, we have the, you know, like we're like college level students, college level players. You know, we could play, but we're not playing the big time. We're not pros. We are, you know what I'm saying? Not like Tommy and AC and Larry Janeski, stuff like that, where they're doing hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, and they own facilities and fly people in to train them. That's next level.
Yeah, I seen Tommy speaking at like some kind of gutter show too, like do gutters. And that's the whole thing, dude. Is like and that's the whole thing about this event. So if you look at this event, man, like this is this whole we all own home service businesses. Like,
yeah,
you know, Tommy Mello owns, you know, A1 Garage Doors, right? And dude, the stuff that he implements, like, well, if he owns A1 Garage Doors, how's he speaking to power washers? I'm like, dude, because we're not talking about power washers.
Oh, yeah, no.
We're talking about business. We're talking about how to be successful in business. Will we have power washers there? We'll have outside demos. Yeah, of course we will. But our speakers are going to be mainly focused on
business.
If you guys are coming to say, hey, I want to go to an event because I want to go there and learn how to power wash, I can tell you 100%. You may make a connection here that will teach you how to do that, but you're not going to learn that at this show.
Right.
This show is about business. It's.
I'll tell you right now, hand to God, I'm not going to even talk about power washing. I'm talking about systemizing.
Yeah.
It'll be wrapped around power washing, but it has nothing to do. You could be window washing. You have to systemize. It's about standard. It's about taking your expectations, turning them into a standard, and then turning them into a system. That's what it's all about. And you have to do it with every business, especially not when you buy a business. If you buy a business, that's different when you're starting from scratch, which almost everybody here, if not everybody here, started from scratch. You know, that's a different beast.
TJ said, I think he's talking about, I guess, Tommy. You were talking about Tommy? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Tommy's doing over 150 last track.
He just built a brand. He actually takes people in Arizona. He has an indoor training facility. He has garage doors set up in his facility. It's sick. Pat Clark went down there. I think Pat Clark's copying him. Tommy doesn't care because he wants to build probably his own training facility, Pat.
Dude, I remember when Tommy did that video with his place. I'm like, dude, he doesn't own an office. He owns a building.
Yeah.
Like, he has a building. Like the building. Hey, the buildings I'm trying to go clean, the ones I'm looking for, I'm like, dude, this guy's got one.
He probably got like 5 of them.
I'm like, shit.
But if you ever met him, you'd never know it.
No, you would never know. That's what I said earlier.
He does not walk around like with any kind of stride like that. Nothing.
No.
And that's the same thing. That's what I want to drive forward when I'm on here. That almost everybody, if not everybody speaking, is exactly like that. If you bumped into them in Walmart, you'd never know they owned anything.
You wouldn't. Nope. You wouldn't know.
You know, and especially like that's what I tell my guys all the time. I said, the only difference between you and me is I own the company. Other than that, there's absolutely no difference. Like if you bumped into me in Walmart, you would never know I own the company.
You would never know.
Exactly. So that's why I always like to level the playing field. But we're here to do the same thing. We're all here to make money and wash a house. everybody here, whether they're administration, marketing, right, production, no matter what, we're all have the same goal.
All have the same goal.
So that's the stuff.
Trying to find something here. Good.
No, go. What are you looking for?
No, I'm looking for a picture. So you can go ahead and.
Oh no, I forgot what I was gonna say now. You got to shut me up. I'll talk all day.
Me too, man. Hey, that's why I gotta be careful doing these, because we have our member meetings sometimes, and it gets crazy, dude. Because we're all just like we get on there, dude, and we just talk like nonstop.
It'd be cool. It'd be cool, Jamie, is if we can get a round table. If you could do that of like maybe about 4 or 5 speakers, and get them on here before the event, and just kind of like have a deep dive into like what's going on in the industry, what are our bottlenecks, what are we working on next, stuff like that.
Yep,
that'd be cool. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna plan. I mean, that's a good idea to do that. I mean, I think that would be a pretty cool idea, because I know we're trying to bring speakers on anyway, so I think it'd be a good idea to do that. No, I like that. I like that idea.
Thank you. Get like about 4 or 5 guys, and that way, like and then what you do is you start getting the back and forth, and you get more energy. You get this, like, oh no, we're working on this, or this is like, everybody right now is employees, the big bottleneck, right? And what do we do, and how do we drive that forward? That would be one of the best topics, and then everybody's starting to put in Christmas lights, adding Christmas lights, gutter cleaning, gutter guards. Because it's hard to hit a couple million with just washing.
Tommy talked about getting the Christmas lights, dude. He would kill me.
Oh my God, we're gonna take his sides.
Yeah. So you were talking about that, like about how Tommy, and not just Tommy, it's all this, everybody in general. But you're saying how you would never know. So here's Tommy speak. Oh, no, wait, we're jumping the gun. Here's Tommy speaking last year at the show, right? Professional right. Tommy, man. Tommy's got a suit on. He's speaking. He's dropping knowledge, right?
Right.
Then we got Tommy at the karaoke social dropping some songs. Then we got Tommy doing some breakdancing. Like this is what it's about, man. Like it's
right.
Like it's like, dude, it's like he's not like, oh, I'm $100 million man. Like I don't want to talk to you guys. He's like, I want to hang out with you guys, man. And talk. And that's what it's about, man. That's what I love about it. And I can say that I'm looking at the speaker list right now.
You have to be proud. You have to be proud. You have to.
Yeah, they're all the same way. I mean, I will say there's maybe one speaker here I don't know, just because they were a new addition, because they're from a company and their speaker couldn't speak, so they sent somebody else. Mm-hmm. But they sent their what they're going to speak about, so it's pretty good. But dude, I know them all. I mean, you got. Dude, it's just
you have to be proud. Amazing. Yeah, to be proud. You have to celebrate. You brought this whole thing together, Jamie. I mean, it's
not me, man. It's really the attendees that come to these shows. I mean, because what happened was, I started doing the shows, and at first, dude, look, I reached out to speakers, and they were like, I don't know, man, I don't know if I can do that and all this. And as they started seeing the shows going on, and started seeing like the feedback, what it was, the feedback.
Yeah.
Because me, look, I'm not a numbers guy. I know. Look, I know there's a lot of events people want to count, and there's a lot of people make phone calls when events are over. They want to know how many people were events. I could care less about that. I care a little bit about for the vendors. I got to make sure that they do. It costs them money to come, so I got to make sure that you have people there for them.
It costs you money to get the place too,
but
so you got to make your money back.
My whole thing is quality people, man. Like, the people we have come there, the attendees, dude, we have the attendees who we come there are amazing people. I mean, they really are some amazing people that we have come. I mean, it's like, it blows my mind, man. And they come every year. Like, they keep coming back. And it's just like, dude, it's like, this is pretty good.
You have the wet vet down there? Is the wet vet going down there?
The what?
Wet vet? Freaking, what the hell's his name?
Absolutely. Willis, yes. Willis will be down there.
Willis down there. Give a shout out to Willis.
Willis will be there. That's my buddy, man.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
There's the agenda. I put it up top so you can actually see the speakers completely. But, dude, I mean, look, everybody we have here, I mean, Chris Martinez, dude. Jamie Schmidt, I don't know who let that dude in, but Doug App is awesome.
Yeah.
The Flips, man. Dave Flip and his wife, Charlene, Raymond Burke. I mean, Jonathan Manuel, dude, awesome, dude. Kurt Kempton, Kurt Kempton has come into our
Gene is cool. Gene's a really cool dude.
I don't know who let him in there either.
I know, right? Well,
Me and him, I don't know who did
We'll
it.
give up the pay to talk.
Yeah. So this is a true story. Like this. Gene's he's a really good friend of mine, dude. Like so don't take this the wrong way. But me and Gene spoke together in Myrtle Beach, a code class. The following year, I said, Gene, we can't speak together. I know it takes time, but we can't do it. Why? You don't shut up. Just tell me to shut up. I said, Gene, it doesn't work. It doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work. It doesn't. I can't. It just doesn't work. So
love him, but we can't speak together.
Dude, Gene has so much knowledge, though, man. He's always willing to help everybody, man. It's just
Jeremy Brooks is awesome. He's so authentic, and he's very transparent, and he'll tell you what's going on, and honestly what his struggles are, which is cool.
Yep.
Of course, Wesley is super successful. He's probably the youngest person on the panel.
Yep.
And then I know Bobby Walker. Bobby Walker's amazing. Patrick.
So Bobby Walker is he's actually keynoting, but he's actually the MC of the show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Make sure he stays appropriate, stays on point.
Yeah.
And then of course Sean Baker, JC. I mean, you got John Majak. John Majak is an awesome person.
Yep. So
this is pretty cool. This is a really cool lineup.
Yep. You got like Charles Daniels and his wife. I mean, dude, that's a husband and wife team building a company. I mean,
that's cool.
That's awesome stuff right there. Yeah, dude, we have some amazing speakers. I mean, Kurt, dude, I can listen to Kurt speak all day long.
What are you speaking about, Jamie?
I don't know, man. It's going to be either probably something in HOA or marketing, something along that lines. It could be social media stuff, or it may be HOA. It really depends what I kind of. You weren't there last year, right? So last year, I was speaking on HOAs last year, and look, we have. You guys ever seen Ron Papke speak? Right, Ron Papke's amazing, man. Like the dude's got so much friggin' energy, and he's building an awesome company. So you guys need to pay attention to Ron Papke. Like if you don't know Ron Papke, I suggest you follow him, pay attention to him. He's built a business on customer service, straight up customer service, right? But the reason I bring him up is, all right, so last year, man, I was doing HOAs and hosting the event, man. It is like, dude, I would rather go out and wash houses all day long. It is so tiring, bro. I guess I'm like, because you got to talk to everybody. So when it was time for me to speak, they had the stage set up, and I went up there, Lou, and I said to everybody who was in the room, man, it was the big room. I'm like, look, like, I'm just like worn out, man. This show has got me. I've been running around like crazy. I'm not going to get on the stage and like scream and run around and jump up and down like Ron Papke did. Like, I'm going to sit here, like I'm going to sit there at the stage. I'm going to put my HOA presentation up, right? And we're going to talk about HOAs, man. And we're going to have a huge round table with 400 people in the room. And we're just going to talk about HOAs, and I'm going to take your questions, and we're going to share your input, and we're going to try to help each other about on HOAs. And that's how. And dude, I think that was an awesome platform. And now, being in the big room, that would have been better in a breakout room, but it actually worked in that room. I mean, it worked in that room. But dude, I was completely wiped out, man. It was like that shit. That is tiring, man. That is like a lot of work. It is.
Like, it's a lot of stress too. You have a lot of responsibility. You want to make sure everybody's happy. You want to make sure the vendors are happy. You got to watch out for the hotel, what they're doing, water. It's all kinds of stuff. Coffee.
And this hotel is awesome, and I made a video the other day about that. The reason we're going back to this hotel is because they're pretty cool, man. Like they don't, some of these venues, man. If a guy walks in with a cup of coffee and a donut, like the event manager will come up to you and say, "Hey, somebody had food in there. We're going to charge you for that." Like they do that. Like venues do that. It's like that's a big thing. Dude, crazy. This place, they're so lax, man. They work with us really well. It's a great venue. I mean, it's pretty awesome. There's everything there. It's an awesome resort.
Yeah.
So I can't say anything else about it. I mean, it's awesome. But do we have even the vendors, man? We have some amazing vendors come to this thing. I mean, this is the vendors that are going to be there. Dude, we have a lot of awesome vendors that are coming. Yeah. I mean, we could have a lot more, man. I'll be honest with you. We could have more vendors. We could have more. Like, we've we're at the point where we have shied away from some vendors.
Wow, the Huge is going to be there, huh? Promoting, that's pretty good.
Yes, the Huge
promoting there. I like that.
Well, that's the whole thing, dude. Like the Huge convention, bro. Like I've always wanted to support the Huge. Like I've never. I think it was a perception that by the old ownership, and I'll say it, I don't care. I mean, I'm pretty transparent. I really don't care. The old ownership, they had a perception that like I had like a competition with the Huge, and I'm like, dude, I would never, ever, ever want to be the Huge.
Right.
That's why this venue's maxed out. We can't take, that's it. We can't put any more vendors. Like we don't have nowhere to put them.
Right.
We could go get a bigger venue. We could have went and got a bigger venue and filled it. I like the show the way it is. The Huge, like we're always in February. And that's another thing. I don't change my dates around, man. Our dates are always going to be this mid-end February. It's always going to be that same time. Like we're not going to say, okay, somebody's doing an event this date, so we want to go ahead. We want to try to jump in there with them. Like this is always going to be the time.
Right.
The Huge is always in August. That's why I love it, because they're always in August. We're in February. It's like, dude, you've seen us there. We had a booth at the Huge this year. The PWC, we were there.
Yeah. That's right. I went up to talk to you. That's right.
They'll be at our place, man. They'll be at our place, and we have a friendship, and I think that's how it all should be, man. I think everybody there shouldn't be like people competing about, we want to have more people, we want to have this and that, dude. Just
well, the Huge is a different event. The Huge
is huge. Oh my God.
But it also it's more. There's a lot of education, but there's a lot of education with sales on the back end. Yes. Your event is very little. There's more education and almost no sales on the back end. Almost nobody. None of these people here, if they're going to sell something, they're like, if you want to know more about my information, you come over here or visit my booth. But they're not going to sell. Like there's some like Sotellus at the Huge. I love Sotellus. I won't bash them, but they were responsible. But all they did was educate but sell. There's a lot of things there that vendors that were a lot of speakers there that were educating but selling something at the exact same time. Like I'm not selling anything. I know Sean, not like 80-90% of these people are not selling. I know Bobby Walker's not selling anything.
No, hey, and look, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I even get it, dude. The Huge is like, the Huge financial responsibility for that thing is huge also. Like, right. So it's like they need to have, there's things they have to do, and they have some. The Huge was awesome, man. Like, I'll be back there next year. I recommend anybody to go there, man. Like, it's like the experience there, the people there.
The hotel is freaking just ridiculous alone.
Yeah, you need a scooter to get around that thing.
The first day I was there, I got completely lost. I don't know where the hell I was. It's 49 acres of an indoor atrium. Like I think it's the biggest hotel in the United States or the world. I don't know what it is that doesn't have a casino in it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's how massive it is. So
I know it sucks though. They have one Uber spot to get picked up, which sucks.
Yeah.
You got to walk like literally.
I'm not bashing the Huge. What I'm trying to say,
no, not at all. I know.
I love the Huge. It has so much value, and I learned so much, and I got so many vendors from it. But this what your venue has a different feel because there's a lot less selling when they're talking. There's a lot more helping, a lot more motivation in helping people and just laying like their authenticity. Like when I'm out there, I'm going to just be talking about how to help them. I'm not going to sell. I have nothing to sell right now, So
well, I think that's easier too, though, when you have a show that's like, the Huge has 1,500 people, sitting out in that crowd, opposed to like, we have 400 to 600 people, whatever it is, right? It's a big difference, man. So, and I get that, it's a big difference for, what the speakers have to do, but yeah, the Huge is like, Huge is awesome, man. I'm looking forward to going back this year.
I love it.
The trade show was, oh my God, the trade show is sick. So
that's where I got a lot of vendors there. I got a lot of vendors.
That's where all these cards are from, dude. Like all them cards I was just showing you, they're from the Huge.
Like
the copywriting.
Yep.
AR. These are all from the Huge, dude.
But I got Sotellus from there, and I love Sotellus. I freaking, it works so well. It systemized our 5-star Google reviews. It
So what is that? What is that?
So Sotellus, what it does is when you're done, it automatically automates asking your customer a 5-star Google review. It asks them 3 times. And in the meantime, what it does is once we're done, the guys have a QR code on their phone, and we can make an offer to Facebook saying, hey, if you post this offer to you, do you love what we did? You know, do we give you 5-star service? Like, absolutely. Well, please look out for a 5-star Google review. You're getting an option to do that. Please do so. It helps our company. And then we're saying, listen, if you love it so much, we can have your friends and family have the same offer. You just click this link right here. It goes right onto Facebook. And every time a friend and family uses you, we'll send you a $10 gift card to like Starbucks. But it's free advertisement on Facebook. You don't have to pay for it. So tell us. And then they have a little widget on your website. So when anybody comes on your website, a voice, something picks up and says, can I help you? Thank you for visiting our website. Can I help you? And then people automatically comes right to the phones, our salespeople's phones. So we know when someone's on our website.
Nice. So is that posting on your Facebook or their customers?
The customer's Facebook. It goes on. So we give them the offer. They post it on their customer's Facebook. So
I like that. I like that.
I love Sotellus.
I'm going to look into that. So I mean, but I'll give these guys a little nugget here and listen if they don't know about it. And look, I didn't come up with this. So that's the cool thing about this. Everybody's like, but I didn't come up. So I don't even know who I learned this from, but I've learned it from somebody. But we all share information, right? I mean, Chris Martinez, man, was the king of oh my God, I'm forgetting the word right now.
I did the same thing.
the copycat. Like Chris Martinez is the whole big thing about that, right? Like, let's do what we do. We copy each other.
Yeah.
You know,
look, this shirt. Jamie made this shirt, and this shirt is a copycat off of Jamie's or everybody else's shirt.
Yeah, I know.
My hoodies. Jamie makes my hoodies.
Yep.
My hat shirts.
So if you guys want to start getting like some steam on like Facebook organically, like without a lot of work, if you're not using something like what Paul's talking about, I'm going to look into. But if you you can't take shitty pictures. You take a great before picture and a great after picture of your customer's home that you cleaned, and you send that to every single customer. And you know what's going to start happening? They're going to start posting that on their social media because they want to show up. Like, damn,
that's brilliant.
Like look how my house. I forgot even who I learned that off of, man. I learned it off somebody else. I'm like, dude, that is freaking awesome. Like, there's so many little things like that we can do. That are just even
if they like it, it goes to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's just like, there's so many things out there that we can do, and the technology. We're using QR codes now for reviews. We have review cards with QR codes on them. I mean, that's involving They were dead. COVID brought them back. Like, QR codes were dead. Like, they were like they were never gonna survive. It was over. It was like all of a sudden.
Taking pictures of your menu, brought it back.
Now it's everywhere. It's on TV commercials, dude. It's everywhere. AI, man. AI is like, I'm messing around with some AI right now. Holy shit.
Yeah, I was trying to sign up for it today, AI, because I wanted to ask it questions about my what I'm going to present down in Orlando, and I couldn't. I'm not that good for computers. I couldn't click on it.
I can tell you something, man. It's it's going to be really valuable for.
Oh, I lost you.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So it's going to be really powerful for our PWMCA members. What I'm doing now with the AI, is we are actually. I don't know if I can share this page in here or not. I never shared a screen on here. Let me see. If I can share this screen real fast, that'd be pretty cool. Yes. Can you see that? Is that shared?
Loading. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the PWMCA website, right? Mm-hmm. Now, our members. So this, Brian O'George is a member, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, because, backlinks are awesome, right? And so if you notice, this is a whole write-up about him, about how he's a proud member of the association, about how he takes education, blah, blah, blah. All this awesome stuff, right? And I got the links for his company there. Like, people can click the links. So, dude, this article, and I'm doing this now. Let me stop this now. I'm doing that for our members now. That's AI. That's AI.
That's crazy.
Think about that. How hard would it be, like, for me to, like, sit there and try to write out articles about our member? I'm not a writer. Like, so to write shit about our members, to post for them. Dude, AI. Now, I go and put a little information about them. I'll go to the website and take some like About Us or whatever I see for them. I throw it into AI. I tell AI that they are a PWMCA member because now the AI program I'm using knows from the chats about the PWMCA, about our mission and our vision. And dude, it's spitting out content that's like
that's crazy.
Blow my mind.
It's scary.
It's scary, dude. It's blowing my mind.
Thank God they can't wash houses, those AIs right now. That's what what I'm looking into. I'm looking into drone washing. I'm actually looking into that because of the fact that that's just something that's coming up. It's new in our industry. And I think that at some point when you buy a drone, the initial investment's expensive up front, like almost like a truck and the whole rig. But I mean, but at the end of the day, I think that once they get established, they could do buildings at a half the rate. Once they get really in there and they can just take that drone and fly it around the building and wash it, I think they could do it. They can come in and just be cheaper and then get it done twice as fast.
So if you want to talk to a contractor that's using drones, you can reach out to Freddie Hodge. He's in New Jersey.
Hodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
He owns Clearview. He's in New Jersey. He's doing drones. So and he would share some information with you. He's a pretty cool dude. He's actually he's speaking in Responsicon. He'll be speaking in Responsicon.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some people going on there.
JC said he might sell the jacket he's wearing. James said, can you repeat the name? I think he's talking about that company you were using.
So tell us.
How do you spell it?
SOTELLUS. It's all one word. SOTELLUS. So tell us.
All right, it's a review platform. Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah. I used to use Nice Job, but SOTELLUS killed it. So I went from 35 5-star reviews a year and a half ago. I had Nice Job. It went up to about 85 in about a year, and I got SOTELLUS, and in 6 months I went to 240. Like it just my 5-star my Google reviews just exploded with SOTELLUS. I don't know if it's the verbiage, it's how they contact the customer. I don't know what they do, but it probably grew like about 100%.
That's crazy. I just commented SOTELLUS.com. I put it in the links, right? I just put it one time. It put it as Professional World Mobile Cleaning Association commented, Jamie Schmidt commented, and No Magic Shit Podcast commented.
No way.
Yeah, I just commented once. It's like
that's crazy.
Even like Facebook. So when I did this live today, I went to the No Magic Shit Podcast Facebook group, page, not group. And when I logged on today, it says, hey, we see you're a podcast, so you want us to change your page to a podcast platform, whatever that means, right? Okay, cool. Did that.
That's crazy.
Then it automatically scheduled the event. Like when I scheduled the live, it automatically scheduled the event inside of Facebook. So I went to StreamYard. And when I went to StreamYard and scheduled this talk, this podcast, it actually scheduled it as an event for me on Facebook in the page. I didn't do anything.
So I want to get something clear because my disclosures are wrong. There's actually someone on the panel that is selling something. That's JC.
Yeah, he's selling his jacket.
He does have a motivation. So
yeah, he's selling his jacket.
Yeah. So yeah.
Dude,
so
I bet you that Christmas light jacket.
Yeah. And he's probably not gonna be cheap. He's probably gonna rip somebody off.
Yeah.
Probably got it for like 20. He's gonna sell for like 500.
JC's a cool cat, dude.
He's real cool. He's a funny dude. He's got a good sense about him.
Does, man. And his journey, his journey's awesome too. And dude, he's all about culture. I mean, yes. I've seen I've seen the thread he was involved in, and people talking about like employees and stuff, and how and this is fine. Some people just run their companies that way. We just pay them a good pay and all this, and they should be happy. JC, dude, he cooks the pancakes.
Like, we stole that idea. My wife just ordered that same grill. She saw it on it.
Yes.
And we have it at our shop. She just took a picture of it. She got jealous.
This, like right now, like it's all about culture, pancakes, dude, cooking some stuff.
Having fun.
Having like a ping pong table in your office or whatever. Everybody that I know, man, like that, you look at like Tommy Mello, man. You look at Nick DeMark. You know Nick DeMark, right?
Yeah.
They're culture, man. The culture they have.
But it's having fun. For me, it's fun. I'm there cooking. I'm there cooking for the team, and I'm having fun.
And they appreciate it, though. And they appreciate it.
But I'm not there yelling at anyone. I'm not worried about revenue. I mean, I'm always watching my revenue. I'm always watching my profit. But I'm not worried about as much as I used to be because I'm having fun with the business. It's fun.
Yes.
It's a game. It's fun. You know, and our old school cats like us, we were supposed to be like, you got to do this and you got to do that. You know, we were like just like slamming a hammer down on everybody's head and wondering why they're quitting and they won't do a good job.
Yeah.
So
I know, and that's why, man. Like, that's why this year, like, I don't deal with employees anymore. I got that role taken away from me, so which is good because
when you
I get frustrated, dude. But I get frustrated. I get like this pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, and
because are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's just stupid shit. Like, I go out in the truck, man, to these guys, and like it'll be some stupid shit. Like, the downstream jet was not in this spot. I'm just like, it just frustrates the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So this year, I'm focusing on sales and planting seeds.
You're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked how much when you move out of one area, how much that area will grow. Because when I take all these psychological tests for businesses, the only score I get good on is sales and production. I'm not a good lead tech. I'm not a good trainer. I'm not a good customer service guy. I'm not a good manager. That's it. And if you think about anybody who starts their business from scratch, right? Mm-hmm. And ground up the mountain, the only thing they're probably good at is sales and production because they sold it and they produced it. Everything else in between, we need to fire ourselves and hire someone else because we're just getting in the way.
Yeah, I mean that's you're right.
So that these most successful people, like Tommy Mello, he's a dreamer, he's an innovator. He's not out there washing. So if somebody calls in sick, Tommy Mello's not running to that place and going to go out there and start putting up a garage door. No more than Apple, the CEO of Apple, is going to go down if someone calls out sick at a shop. And that's what I started realizing in my company. If someone calls out sick, I'm not jumping on that truck and going to start washing. I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely.
I have to set up my company. So if somebody calls out sick, I have somebody else in line. I'm not the guy in line anymore.
Yep.
I hear it all the time. You want to run your business like you have no arms and legs.
Yeah, you told me that last week on the phone when we were talking.
Did I say that? Okay.
Yeah, you did. And dude,
maybe you said it to me. No.
I agree, man. No, I was taking Christmas lights down. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
I'm like, it's fun, dude. You're like, well, no, you're not.
I know it's fun, but you're an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur now, baby.
So I did. Before we leave here, I'll just leave with this. I did a post in a different group last week. I've done it before in our group, and I always know what the answers are going to be, and that's the reason I do it. And I said, what makes you different? When a customer says, they have 3 estimates, what makes you different? Why should I hire you? Everybody says I'm the best, and I'm like, dude, well, what sets you apart? Like, okay, he told me he's the best. Paul told me he's the best too. But so one of the comments, it was a friend of mine. So he says, what sets me apart is I do all the estimates personally myself, and I sell 80%. And I said, well, I'm not going to get to the sales aspects. So you're selling 80%. You probably think you're really, really good at sales, but you're really not. But that's a whole different subject. But my whole point for this specific post to him was, okay, so that's awesome. But how can you replicate that? So if you got sick tomorrow, you got hurt tomorrow, and you couldn't go do sales, so what's going to happen? You're done, right? If that's what sets you apart, because you're personally doing the sales, dude, if something happens, what's going to happen? Like you have to have like stuff that can be replicated. And dude, that's why I love this stuff and doing this stuff with people, because I didn't take this shit serious. Like I didn't do all that shit.
I didn't
either. If I did, dude, I would be sitting with Tommy Mello right now.
Maybe not that far up, because I'm not that motivated. But
maybe not that far up, but maybe Tommy Mello Jr.
For the first 10 years of my business, I didn't take it serious, Jamie. And even when I bought my first commercial property and I was right by Walmart, everybody yelled at me. My team yelled at me. And I had a very small team. I wasn't taking it serious. And it took me to go to your event to really start taking it serious. Like seeing Patrick Clark doing $1.2 million. Thank you guys. I'm going to hit you up, Bruce. Or hit me up. My number's everywhere. But it took me getting off my island and realizing that, wait a minute, like this young cat, Patrick Clark, is doing better than me. And he's doing less jobs. And I asked Pat there, what are you doing? And he told me, you know, he started telling me all the secrets. And I'm like, wow, dude, I've been wasting my time. I mean, I've been blessed. I've been making good money, but I never took it serious. And that's
serious.
And that's when you start taking it serious. You get off the truck. You know, I know you get off the roof. You start being an entrepreneur. You start being a leader. And by being a leader, you let go of everything. You just watch it from 30, from like maybe 10, not 30,000 feet, but maybe 2,000 feet above. And you just kind of orchestrate things.
Yep.
You know,
and it's all, man. It's all about, you know, like you said, it's about having the right people in place, man, and having a mindset. You know, mindset is important. I mean,
yes,
dude, mindset is really important. You know, and look, a lot of guys, I talk to a lot of guys. I get guys that message me all day long. I mean, sometimes I miss their message. I apologize. Like if they message me, guys, I don't answer you. Message me again because it got lost in the shuffle. But you know, I have guys message me, man, and they're afraid to raise their prices. They're afraid because they're afraid they're not going to get a job tomorrow if they do. And I'm like, look, dude, you got to look at it this way. Like, all right, you know, do you want to go? Everybody's talking about, you know, it might be harder. They may say, you know, the economy may go down, maybe harder to find jobs. I don't know. I haven't seen, you know, we don't know. But, you know, if you need 5 jobs to make your daily truck goal, right? And like I want 1 or 2 jobs to do that daily goal. So now think about that. Like I need to fill that funnel like with less people at that point. I need less jobs.
Less people to work.
Yeah, and you're still going to need to do those 5, 6 jobs, man, and it's going to be hard. You know, it's going to be hard to find those 5, 6 jobs sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, it's not hard to find 2 jobs.
So the thing is, Jamie, the people, and I know you said you wanted to wrap this up. So, but I just want to. The thing is that those people that are going to pay less for the service aren't looking for. They're looking for price, and those are the ones who will drag you through the mud. They'll beat you up, and then be like, what is wrong with you? Get up, you know, because they'll just steal everything from you because that's what they're doing. But the people that want quality work and understand that your truck is wrapped, you have everything systemized, they see the flow from when they call you, we pick up the phone to when we're going out there, and within 24 hours, they get their bid, and it's all electronic and they can prove it right there. That's what they want. They want the experience. They want it streamlined. This is not 1980 or 1990 where you're sitting there and everyone comes in your room, in your house, and you know, you're having a cup of tea and you're talking shit. They don't have time for that anymore. Nope. Matter of fact, you knock on somebody's door, they're looking out the curtain or looking in the ring like, who's at my door? In the 90s, if someone knocked on your door, everyone's cheering, right? Now people knock on the door late at night, you're like hiding, like, who the hell's here?
I honestly, if you would knock on my door, I kind of just like, I'm just like, no, they're not home right now, man.
Yeah. Because
like, I'm not really bothered, dude.
You remember? I don't know if you're at this age, which when your parents used to have that special something that they kept aside just in case someone came over. They'd have like a cake or the snack or the liquor, right? Yeah. Nowadays, we don't have that shit.
No. So and it depends where you're at. Like where I'm at, you're the same way. I know where you're at, but it's fast paced here. So nobody's home. The husband, the wife, they all have careers. Dude, when I went to Pat Clark's place, man, like in 2017, and we went out doing some estimates, when he talks about like sitting at the kitchen table to close the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they really sit on the front porch and the damn chairs and close deals. I'm like, dude, we don't have that. Like, I don't have that here. It's like, put it in my mailbox. You know, put it in my mailbox. You know, leave me an estimate. That's what we get.
Bunch of high D's around here. Bunch of high, you know, in the disc, bunch of high D's, you know.
Just bunch of high D's. Yep.
Nobody wants to sit around and unless you get a C, then the C will ask you a bunch of questions. But they're D's and C's around here. There's almost no life to us. We're go. So
Bruce said he is finally off the truck. That's awesome, Bruce, man.
Wow, congratulations, Bruce.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome, man. Bruce is getting off the truck. That's good.
Well, Bruce can come up and visit my shop.
Yeah, you should do that, man. Because it's not that far. I know he's down in like Point Pleasant, New Jersey, a lot.
So I collaborate. I share jobs. So like I get a big parking garage, and I collaborate with other companies. And like I got like a $14,000 parking garage, and I called up another company because it was a weekend, and I didn't want to work the shit out of my guys all weekend so I called on another company. I split it 50-50 right down the middle.
Yep.
He had 3 crews. I had 3 crews, $7,000 in one day.
Yep.
You know, because of the fact that we all have, you know, I don't have like 6 24-inch surface cleaners, but if you're bringing another company, now you got 6 24-inch surface cleaner. You have water buffers everywhere. You have freaking 6 trucks everywhere, and I'm not using up all my resources and killing my guys.
No, that makes it. And it's
So Bruce ever wants to collaborate, let him know, because I do invite. I have big buildings I price out, like I had Wadsworth, Antonium, and Hartford, and I'm collaborating with another company on that because it's just a massive building. It's stone, and it's just so it's huge.
so your name is just awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, that's an awesome name.
Thank you. Thank
Like
you.
you talk about having like keeping it simple, like the Power Wash Kings. Like, okay, we know what they do. They wash stuff.
Right?
Like, dude, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like,
People call me a lot because they love my tagline, others wash, we clean. They love how others wash is all squiggly, and then we clean is nice and strong and bright.
Yeah.
Oh, his shop is in Bristol. No shit. That's right around the corner. Good. That's good to know.
yeah,
See, I'm glad this is worth it. This is worth it. Staying up late, drinking beer, and talking to Jamie. Water.
Yeah. I'm drinking coffee. You're drinking beer, man.
Yeah. Well, I have. Oh, there's Luke. Hey, Luke, what's going on, man?
Luke's doing some big things too, man.
Luke. I remember I bumped into him down in Myrtle Beach, and I was like, he was worked for the municipality. I was like, man, quit that shit. Start washing.
He's killing it, man. He's killing the game.
Yeah, I don't know if it was because of me, but I'm pretty sure it was because everyone said quit that shit and get in. I don't know, probably like 100 people told him down there. You know,
quit it, do it, man. And yeah, I mean it's. He says yes, you did.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Because that's what I tell everyone. Anybody who's working part-time, I tell them quit that shit, get into washing. By accident, if you do it right, you're gonna make. If you treat people right and you do it right, you're gonna make more money just by accident.
Absolutely. Yeah, I 100% agree. No,
It's
right.
literally when you get into contracting business and you do it right, no matter what you're doing in contracting, you're printing money.
Yep.
You're really printing money because of the fact that once you, Bruce, I'm down. Look at that. There's a guy down in Milford, Connecticut.
Yeah, George. He's a member also. He's a member.
I don't take. Oh yeah. We'll see you in Orlando, dude. Cool. We'll see everybody.
Good time. Yeah, we'll see everybody, man. Everybody's going to be there. It's gonna be awesome.
So CT's in the house. Look, it says CT's in the house, baby.
In the house.
Right?
Anybody have any questions for Paul before we roll out of here? Ask now. If not, you're gonna have to wait till Orlando.
Yes, I am Italian.
Paul don't hang out on Facebook that much, so.
No, I don't. I'm gonna do a couple more lives. I do lives when I do big projects and tell them like how I like that stadium, how I broke it down was hourly.
That was awesome. Yep,
yeah,
that was awesome.
Because that was a big project, and if anyone gets that, and I was intimidated by that project, but we rented our crews, and it worked out really, really well. So
yep, I remember you told me that. That was awesome. I mean, dude, that's sticking outside the box, man. That's sticking outside the box.
Thank you. Yeah, but we rent our crews on any like, so if someone, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. So if we have 1,000, we have like a 6,000 square foot house, right? And the people are wishy-washy on what they want. So we'll say, listen, we'll send out a crew and what's that says? Season different than last season. We're developing we're doing a deep dive into our sales team, Luke. We're systemizing it, and we're rolling out a sales team, and we're getting rid of our box trucks. We're getting flatbed trucks. We're simplifying that, and I'm basically almost 75-80% out of the business right now. So those are the differences this year. But thank you for asking. Those are the things I'm implementing.
Nice.
So I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say I should have put that comment up because I see you're kind of like me, man. Like you get all people ask questions, you're all over the place. You were talking about rent. You were talking about renting out the cruise.
Yeah. So if we have a huge house and we have a lot of projects to do, we'll rent out a crew for like $1,600-$1,700 for a day, especially in the spring and in the fall because we're slower. And we're like, listen, they come out there, whatever they get done, you tell them what they want. You get 8 hours, you get 2 guys, you get 2 machines, because that's the deal. 2 machines. Like
that's a deal. Yeah, that's a deal.
So you get 2 machines, and as long as you have enough pressure in your system, we'll use 2 machines, and we'll get done what we can get done in one day. And normally we can't get it done again, and they want more stuff done to see how clean it is, and then we rent them for another day.
Nice.
But this is like during like August.
Yeah.
You don't want to do in June. You don't want to rent out your crews for $1,500-$1,600.
No.
That's why we do the stadium late in the season.
Yep. And even with HOAs and commercial projects, it's always good to push them onto those, for those months where.
Yes, that's what I do at HOAs. I always push them to August. I say, listen, you want cheaper? You want less expensive and good quality? Do it in August. Do it in November.
Yep. So save a little bit of money and keeps everybody happy, man.
Yep. Win-win-win.
Yep. It's a win for everybody. All right. I'm looking for any questions. You guys have your last chance. If you guys have questions for Paul, if not, we will see you in Orlando.
Yes. Please come and visit me. If
you guys don't know about Orlando, I don't know how you don't, because I post everywhere, but go to pwmca.org. And so pricing, people have been asking about pricing. It's $200 for a ticket. Right now, they are on sale. We put them on holiday. Look, we had a meeting. We had a discussion, and we said, let's put them on sale for Black Friday for pretty much at cost, what the venue's costing for food for each person, for the 2 lunches and a social, right? Because people were saying they've been slower, the work's been slow, So we said, let's do that. And you know what? We've never took it off. We were like, you know what? Let's just give these guys an opportunity. So right now, tickets are $200.
That includes,
it's the expo, all these speakers,
right?
Trade show, lunch for 2 days, which is catered, there, and then the karaoke social, which is social, it's food, it's open bar. It's if you guys can sing, there will be. I think last year the winner won $600. I think this year it's going to be way more than that.
Wow!
So you're going to win cash, whoever can sing. But yeah, I mean it's going to be an awesome time. There's going to be a lot of networking, a lot of education. You guys are going to meet vendors. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be equipment. There's going to be all kinds of stuff to do. Outside demos. You'll have Doug App out there cleaning windows. You'll have guys out there soft washing. So there will be some washing aspects. But
there's giveaways too. Like Pat, I know Pat, when he talks, he always gives away systems. I know he has QR codes on his. I'm giving away the employee handbook, right?
So, which is the employee handbook is worth way more than $200 right there.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
Well, it's listen. I'll tell you right now, to get the HR and the attorney to look at and go over was $3,000, and every year we revamp it with the new laws that come out. Like I said earlier, the only thing you have to do is make sure it follows state laws. Your state laws. But other than that, it's like we have like cell phones. We have a cell phone thing in there. Like you need to keep your cell phone in a truck. We're not responsible for your cell phone.
I don't even want to talk about that, because that's one of the reasons I had to step out of that. Like I have same thing I talked about with Pat, like the hard conversation problem. But and that was an issue, man. Like, dude, when I pull up to a job, and I see one of the dudes have the cell phone out, it's it aggravates me. I can't even tell you how much.
So that's a lead tech. Now you know what that is now. So the lead techs get bonused out. Okay, they get $18 an hour, and they get 5% commission on their jobs, which is crazy money. Okay,
it is crazy money. Yes.
So, but if we have spotters and one of their techs is on the phone, they lose their bonus on that job. If you can't control your tech and you're not telling the office that your tech is on the phone, then you're done. I tell in our handbook, your phone needs to be locked in the glove compartment, because of the fact that we're not responsible if it gets stolen. It needs to be left in the truck and locked in the glove compartment.
Yes.
Because you're stealing. I tell them, you're stealing from the customer. When you're on the phone, you're stealing from the company, you're stealing from the customer, and you're stealing from your employer, your fellow employee, your team member.
Yep.
You're stealing when you're on the phone and you're on the clock and the customer's paying you. And I said, the neighbors are looking at you. Like, that's not a return customer. We're not going to get why do 5 rounds in a neighborhood if you're going to be on your phone? All the neighbors are watching us.
Dude, it's a big pet peeve of mine. It aggravates me. Even now, if I go to, because I guess even I go to Acme, the grocery store. I don't know if you have Acme or whatever.
And you're like this,
right? And they're at the cash register on their phones, but they have a problem with employees too, so they don't care. They're just letting all this shit slide. Wawa, Wawa. You're trying to get rung up, and they're on their damn phone. You're trying to get gas, right? And the dude's on his phone watching YouTube videos trying to pump your gas. And I'm just like, I don't want my guys doing that shit. Like watching somebody's house. Like that's one thing we will not. It just can't happen, man. It can't happen.
No, the thing is, if we don't, but that's where you set the standard. What does it look like, right? All this stuff is in the handbook, like headphones, earpods, all that stuff's in the hand. There's even in the car. You can't, let's just say the lead tech gets in the truck and starts driving. Well, the tech can't be on the phone the whole time. No one wants to, you're driving on a rock. You might as well put a fucking rock in that seat at that point. If you're on the phone the whole time, and then people, even they put on their videos, you're driving, all someone blasts a video and scares the crap out of you.
Yep.
What the hell, dude? So yeah, we're that generation, man, where like you can't put your phone down for 2 hours, dude, to work.
Yeah.
I hope that phone's making you a lot of money.
Yep. I agree. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. That's going to be an awesome. Your class is going to be awesome. I think that's going to help a lot of people to get that. That's a really valuable resource to have that. It's really valuable.
Well, I want to add value when I go down there, and I want to have why am I going down there? What's my purpose to go down there? To add value to other people's company, but have a massive giveaway where they can appreciate that.
Yep. No. And I think people do appreciate that, man. People appreciate that stuff, and it's it's very helpful to them, and that's what's awesome about this, man. I know a lot of guys they give stuff away. You said Pat does; he gives stuff away. It's just amazing, man, to be able to have people that will do things like that. It's just really, really great, man.
Thank you. Well, what's the purpose, Jamie? If I'm going to go down there and I'm going to speak, right?
Yep.
What's the purpose? To go down there and just hear my voice, or to go down there and give something back to everybody who attended? There's people that are going to go all over the country to come down there, right? And they're going to be I know when there was people from Canada that just started out going to the Huge and going to your events, right? Or from California, and they're going out there and they're hanging out by a string, and they just need someone to help them. Right. And then imagine everyone say, well, you need employee handbook. You need this. Well, you need sales. And Patrick Clark is giving away nuggets, and I'm giving away nuggets. And JC is going to sell his jacket. You can be so successful. You can be so successful with JC's jacket.
Dude, exactly.
All right. Well, I can talk.
Guys. Me too.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything you do for the community.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate all you guys, that watch this, and everybody that's going to listen to the podcast. You guys want to come to the event, go to pwmca.org, hit Orlando, look at the speakers, look at the lineup, make a decision for yourself if you want to come. I will tell you, if you guys are coming, don't wait. If you go to the website, pwmca.org, and go to Orlando Expo, you're also going to see a room discount block there. That's going to sell out. It's almost gone. We had to extend it a little bit. So make sure you get your rooms, because it sucks if you're not in the same spot as a show. Look, everybody's like, oh, I can go to a Super 8, 2 miles away for $20 cheaper. I'm like, but you're not there part of the people out just drinking coffee, hanging out by the pool, talking. You won't be there for all that. That's the awesome stuff, in my opinion. That's the awesome stuff. So,
yes, I agree.
So go there, get your rooms booked, guys, before they're gone, and we will see you guys there. Thank you again, Paul. I can't wait to see you, man. Appreciate everything you do.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man. Good night.
All right, guys. Everybody, an awesome night.
Yes, sir.